another gay diverse woman in it. Make it more fucking lame.
Eric, it's okay. Okay.
Mom, I had a dream that I was replaced by a diverse woman.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, only this time, it wasn't just me. They were taking all my favorite people and replacing them with diverse women complaining about the patriarchy. Will you check under the bed and make sure there's no Disney executives under there?
Excuse me, your curtain. Please allow me to help.
Help? From you? Spare me your white savior complex. I don't need anything from someone like you.
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you should know that
That I should know what? That some privileged white guy thinks his opinion matters? Get over your entitlement. I'm not some damsel in distress waiting for you to ride in on your high horse.
No, what's going on with my stars? No, Captain Kennedy.
I think it's fair to say that no one on the right side of America can stand the star of this movie.
Rachel Zegler is absolutely finished in Hollywood, and this is why. Because of the Snow White box office flop. They literally took the movie out of commission.
They've been in a full meltdown about this girl for a couple of years now. And then they had to hire a special media consultant for her to follow her around all the time and make sure she didn't continue shitting on Snow White.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once, was terrified of it, never revisited Snow White again.
But you don't seemingly like your own character, so she comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
If I'm gonna stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
Offer it to me freely. In place of the patriarchy, you would have a queen! Not white, but diverse, inclusive, and equitable!
And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business.
To everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Walt Disney mortgaged his entire company and his own family's home, I believe, to complete the Snow White movie.
Snow White starring Rachel Zegler opened to a dismal $43 million, snagging the title of the lowest debut weekend for any Disney live-action remake, beating 2019's Dumbo.
I haven't seen a movie with ratings like this in a very long time.
The message of the movie is to be that's the message that they wrote a script that's telling girls, I don't need nobody tells me I'm a 20-year-old girl, so obviously I should run my mouth all the time.
Rachel Zegler just declared war on South Park, and she's not playing around. In a shocking move, the Disney-backed actress filed a jaw-dropping $100 million lawsuit against Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of the wild and often offensive cartoon. What started as a funny episode turned into one of the biggest fights in entertainment. This isn't just about one joke. It's about a rising star who says she was hurt by a cartoon, and two comedians who built their careers making fun of people. Now the future of free speech, comedy, and even Rachel's career could be on the line. So how did it all go so wrong? And could this lawsuit change comedy forever? At first, most people didn't think Rachel Zegler would take South Park seriously. The show has been around for years and has made fun of almost every celebrity you can think of. Actors, singers, politicians, even entire companies. It's what they're known for. So when they took a jab at Rachel's Snow White movie, people expected her to laugh it off and move on. But that's not what happened. Out of nowhere, Rachel shocked Hollywood by filing a $100 million lawsuit against the show's creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. She claimed the episode didn't just tease her, it damaged her reputation and cost her real acting jobs. Some people on social media said she was just being dramatic or trying to get attention. But once her lawyers stepped in and actual court documents were released to the public, it became clear she wasn't messing around. This wasn't a small complaint or a PR stunt. It had turned into a massive legal fight that could change how comedy works in Hollywood. So what did South Park actually do? They made a parody of Rachel's Snow White movie. In the episode, her cartoon character walked around with a phone, talked about how she was fixing old stories, and made fun of traditional princess stuff. There was even a joke that $40 million was spent on snacks during filming. The wildest part was a musical scene where the cartoon version of Rachel acted like she just wanted more money and fame. To a lot of fans, it was just comedy. But to Rachel, it felt like bullying. Rachel and her legal team said this wasn't just a harmless joke, it was hurtful and damaging. The cartoon made her look like she was the reason the Snow White movie failed, and people believed it. Her lawyer said that after the episode aired, studios started backing away from offering her roles. One company even said they'd wait until things cool off. That was enough proof for her team that this cartoon hurt her career. Real money was lost. Real jobs disappeared. And now she wanted to fight back. Inside the South Park office, the creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, were just finishing a meeting when they heard about the lawsuit. At first, they joked about it. One writer even said, "Guess we're worth $100 million now." But their lawyers told them to be careful. No jokes, no response. No new episode about it. That was unusual for them. Normally, they'd make fun of this kind of thing. They even had ideas like a puppet court scene or a song called Sue Me Gently. But this time, they had to wait and stay silent. People online quickly chose sides. Some stood with Rachel, saying she was brave for standing up for herself. They said she had been turned into a joke and it wasn't fair. Others supported South Park, saying the show has always made fun of people. And this was no different. The hashtag satire is not slander started trending. Talk shows made jokes about it. News channels brought in lawyers to argue about one big question: can a cartoon actually hurt someone's career? Even though Disney wasn't part of the lawsuit, they were nervous. The episode joked about Snow White's huge budget and hinted at problems behind the scenes. If the court asked for emails or notes from Disney, it could show things they didn't want the public to know. Their legal team was ready to stop anything that made them look bad. To them, this lawsuit wasn't just about a cartoon. It could become a big problem for the whole company. This lawsuit started turning into something much bigger. It wasn't just about Rachel or one episode. It was about free speech. The ACLU, a group that defends people's rights, supported South Park. They said jokes, even mean ones, should be allowed. But Rachel's team had a different view. She wasn't trying to end comedy. She just didn't want a cartoon to ruin her life. On a talk show, Rachel got emotional and said she respected satire, but this time it crossed the line. Some people said she was honest and strong. Others thought she was being too sensitive. When the court hearing started, it felt like a movie. Reporters filled the room. Trey and Matt showed up in suits but wore silly accessories, like cartoon-themed cufflinks. Rachel wore a serious outfit and came with her legal team. In court, her lawyer showed a scene where cartoon studio bosses threw money at her while she shouted, "Modernization isn't cheap, peasants." They said people actually believed this was how she acted in real life. South Park's lawyers fired back. "This is a show with talking towels and time-traveling tricycles. No one thinks it's real." But the judge didn't cancel the case. Instead, he said a jury should decide if people could tell it was a joke or not. That meant this battle was far from over. After the hearing, both sides stuck to their story. Rachel said she was fighting for fairness and respect. Trey and Matt said they were defending the right to joke about public figures. But no matter who wins, this case is already changing things. If Rachel wins, other celebrities might start suing anytime they don't like how they're portrayed. If South Park wins, comedians everywhere will feel more free to keep making bold jokes. Either way, this isn't just about one cartoon. It's about what we're allowed to laugh at and who gets to draw the line.